Disrespect is never easy to deal with, especially in your later years when you've given so much of yourself to the people around you. Whether it comes from family, friends, or strangers, it can leave you feeling hurt, angry, and frustrated. But here's a surprising truth. In many cases, the best response to disrespect isn't an argument or a harsh word, it's silence. In this video, we're exploring 5 powerful reasons why staying quiet after disrespect is one of the most empowering choices you can make. This isn't about weakness or avoiding confrontation. It's about protecting your peace, preserving your dignity, and living with wisdom in your golden years. Let's start with the first reason. 1. Silence protects your peace. The first and most important reason to stay quiet after being disrespected is that silence protects your peace. When someone disrespects you, it can stir up feelings of anger, frustration, or sadness. Reacting in the heat of the moment might feel satisfying at first, but it often leads to more conflict, which only drains your emotional energy. Your peace is priceless, especially in old age. It's something you've worked hard to cultivate over the years, and allowing someone else's words or actions to disrupt it only gives them control over your emotional state. When you choose silence, you take back that control. Instead of letting their negativity affect you, you create a boundary that says, "Your behavior will not disturb my inner calm." Silence also gives you time to process the situation and decide if it's even worth addressing. Many times, disrespectful remarks or actions come from someone else's issues, not yours. By staying quiet, you allow the moment to pass without adding fuel to the fire, and you protect your mental and emotional well-being. Elders often say, peace of mind is the greatest wealth. By choosing silence over reaction, you safeguard your peace and show that you value your tranquility above all else. It's a simple but powerful way to maintain emotional balance and live with dignity. 2. You can't control others' actions. The second reason to stay quiet after disrespect is that you can't control others' actions. No matter how hard you try or how much you argue, you can't change someone's behavior unless they choose to change themselves. Engaging with disrespectful people often feels like fighting a losing battle, leaving you frustrated and emotionally drained. When someone disrespects you, it says more about their character than yours. Their actions are a reflection of their thoughts, insecurities, or upbringing, not your worth or value. Trying to correct or argue with them rarely leads to a positive outcome and often escalates the conflict instead. Silence, on the other hand, acknowledges this truth and allows you to rise above their negativity. By staying quiet, you make a powerful statement. You're refusing to stoop to their level. This doesn't mean you're accepting their behavior. It means you're choosing to focus on what you can control, your reaction. Your silence shifts the power dynamic, showing that their words or actions don't have the authority to unsettle you. Elders often say, "You can't change the wind, but you can adjust your sails." In moments of disrespect, silence is your way of adjusting. It's a reminder that while you can't control others, you can control how you respond, and that choice is where your true strength lies. 3. It prevents unnecessary stress. The third reason to stay quiet after being disrespected is that it prevents unnecessary stress. Engaging in arguments or confrontations often triggers emotional and physical stress, which can take a toll on your well-being, especially in your later years. Stress doesn't just affect your mood, it can impact your sleep, blood pressure, and overall health. When someone disrespects you, it's easy to feel compelled to defend yourself or set the record straight. But reacting in the moment often creates more tension, prolonging the conflict and leaving you emotionally exhausted. The energy spent on these exchanges is rarely worth it, and it can leave you feeling worse than if you had simply walked away or stayed silent. Silence, on the other hand, is a form of self-care. It allows you to avoid unnecessary stress by choosing peace over conflict. Instead of getting drawn into a negative interaction, you can take a step back, breathe, and focus on maintaining your emotional balance. This doesn't mean you're ignoring the situation. It means you're prioritizing your health and well-being. When you choose silence, you also give yourself time to reflect on the situation with a clear mind. Often, in the heat of the moment, emotions cloud our judgment and lead to words we may later regret. Silence prevents this, allowing you to respond thoughtfully if necessary at a later time. Elders often say, not every battle is worth fighting. By staying quiet, you avoid the unnecessary stress of conflict and protect your peace, ensuring that your energy is reserved for the things and people that truly matter. 4. It commands respect through composure. The fourth reason to stay quiet after being disrespected is that it commands respect through composure. There's a certain power in silence that speaks louder than any argument or emotional outburst. When you remain calm and composed in the face of disrespect, it shows strength, dignity, and self-control, qualities that often leave a lasting impression on others. Disrespectful behavior is often a way for someone to provoke a reaction or assert control. By refusing to react, you take away their power and show that you're not easily rattled. This calm response can catch people off guard, making them reflect on their own actions and often leading to regret or a change in behavior. Your composure also sets a powerful example for others. It communicates that you value yourself too much to engage in negativity. Over time, this silent strength can earn you more respect than any heated exchange ever could. People are drawn to those who exude confidence and self-assurance, and your ability to remain composed demonstrates exactly that. Staying quiet doesn't mean you're being passive or weak. It means you're choosing your battles wisely. By holding onto your composure, you not only protect your peace, but also show others that you won't allow their actions to define you or your emotional state. Elders often say, calmness is a superpower. In moments of disrespect, your silence becomes a reflection of your wisdom and maturity, commanding the kind of respect that words or arguments could never achieve. 5. Time reveals the truth. The fifth reason to stay quiet after being disrespected is that time reveals the truth. In the heat of the moment, emotions often run high, and words can be exchanged that only deepen the conflict. By choosing silence, you allow the dust to settle, giving both yourself and the other person time to reflect on what happened. When someone disrespects you, their behavior often stems from their own frustrations, insecurities, or misunderstandings. Reacting immediately can escalate the situation, making it harder for the truth to come to light. Silence, on the other hand, creates space for the other person to think about their actions. Many times, people regret their words or behavior after they've had time to calm down and process the situation. Additionally, silence gives you clarity. It allows you to step back and assess whether the disrespect was intentional or simply a moment of poor judgment. Time can reveal whether the relationship is worth salvaging or if boundaries need to be strengthened. Sometimes the best response is no response at all, as it lets others see the impact of their actions without any further conflict. By not rushing to respond, you show patience and wisdom. You communicate that you don't need to justify yourself or seek validation. In many cases, the truth surfaces on its own, and those who wronged you may come forward with apologies or a change in attitude. Elders often say, time heals all wounds and reveals all truths. By staying quiet, you give time the opportunity to work its magic, preserving your dignity and allowing relationships to mend or evolve naturally. Disrespect is never easy to face, but your response can make all the difference. By choosing silence, you protect your peace, avoid unnecessary stress, and command respect through composure. You also give time the chance to reveal the truth, fostering better understanding and growth for everyone involved. Remember, silence isn't weakness, it's wisdom. It's the ability to rise above negativity and prioritize your well-being over momentary reactions. In your golden years, this approach not only strengthens your relationships, but also ensures that your emotional energy is spent on what truly matters. What are your thoughts on staying quiet after disrespect? Have you found it to be a powerful response? Share your experiences in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more insights on wisdom, aging, and living with intention. Thank you for watching, and here's to embracing the power of silence in your life.